Well, hello, folks. This is Veteran Outdoorsman, and I'm doing another something everyone should have video. Now, this is not something everyone can afford, but it's something you should work towards. I was so blessed. My parents gave me this as an early Christmas present. I got it back late November, early December, uh, sometime after Thanksgiving. Yeah, it was just after. It was. They picked it up on Black Friday, so just after that. But I am so blessed. And what is it? A big toolbox. And folks, everybody ought to have one of these. Somebody say, well, I don't do a lot of work or, a lot of work on vehicles and things. I don't have that many tools, blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what? I didn't think I had that many tools either. I knew better, but I really didn't think I had enough to warrant a box this big. This box is 36 inches wide and about 48 inches tall, I believe. Let's see here. Well, it's 62.8 tall total, but that includes this top section up here where you can set tools and it's got a work surface and things. I use this as my workbench. But it's 36 inches wide. Here's the specs on it. You're probably going to see it backwards though. But 36 inches wide. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's got 12 drawers. 6 small ones, 6 big ones. It's on casters. It's got a pulling handle. It's got, let's see if you can see that. Move that old drink can out of the way. It's got a power strip. Plug that into your wall. Plug your cordless chargers. A shop light that you can stick up here, whatever to it. It comes with rubber mats to go in the drawers. Comes with magnetic labels to go on the drawers. Comes with keys for the top box and the bottom box. I'm not specifically hitting up the drawers hold up to 100 pounds apiece. That's pretty cool. I'm not specifically hitting on the Husky box. This is a great box. It's red. All toolboxes should be red. Every toolbox should be red. In case you don't think that I believe that, let me show you here. Red. Yeah, there's a black one and there's a gray one over there. But I don't use those. No, every toolbox should be red. Why do I say that? Because Craftsman toolboxes were red forever. Now they come in different colors. And I'm a Craftsman, man. I'm a cheapskate. Was born that way, will die that way. I'm a cheapskate. I can't see spending. Now, I've got some S&K, some Snap-on. It was stuff people give me. Or stuff I picked up at flea markets or yard sales, things like that, real cheap. But I'm a Craftsman, man. I love Craftsman. Like I was saying, I got off task. I don't have enough tools. Well, get a smaller box. Stanley makes a box. There's some excellent boxes at Harbor Freight. They're not cheap. They're cheaper than a comparable box of a higher named brand like Snap-on, S&K, something like that. Oh, geez, a box like this, a Snap-on box, a couple $1,000s probably. I don't know. I haven't priced them because I don't want to have a heart attack. But I lived in an apartment for a long time, but I collected a lot of tools over the years. This box is full. I didn't buy anything. A couple of things that I noticed I was missing. Just a few, some pry bars and stuff like that. But I didn't really buy any tools to refill this box. I just took what I had already and filled the box. Anybody need a socket? But wait, there's more. Yeah, I've got it divided here. I've got standard, metric, standard, metric. Or, sorry, standard, metric, standard. Anyway. And for when my daughter gets a little older and the boys start showing up, just in case. Bunch of miscellaneous screwdrivers and hammers and whatnot. Wrenches, hammers, channel eye, vice grips, hammers. Everybody needs a dead blow. Files, cordless tools, drill bits, cordless and corded tools and drill bits. Got a nice work surface. Guys, a toolbox like this is indispensable. It's not cheap. If you're lucky and somebody gives you one as a Christmas present, you're a blessed person like I am. But, save some money, even a cheaper box, Walmart had some smaller Stanley boxes for a couple $100. This thing rolls around. This is a super nice box, although it weighs over 1,000 pounds right now. I'm not going to roll it around much, but it's got a nice work surface here. And one of those smaller boxes, like I just showed you, with enough tools to do most mechanic jobs is also a good idea to have. I might do a small video on that too. To explain the need of that, but something that you can just throw in your truck and drive somewhere and do some repairs. Your wife's car's broke down on the side of the road and you know what the problem is. Run down there. Something you can keep in your truck. You're stuck somewhere, your alternator goes out, your starter goes out, you get a ride to the parts store, you go get the part, you come back to the parking lot, change it out. Something to do those types of things. Your big box with your impact wrenches and torque wrenches and all of those things. For your work at home. And then an empty box that when you're going somewhere to do some work, you can take your specialty tools like if you got a Pitman arm puller, gear pullers, things like that, put them in a smaller box, carry that with you with your little travel box. And, organize it, take inventory of it, call your insurance, see if they're going to cover it. If they don't, put some extra money, buy some extra insurance, because let me tell you, somebody comes in here and takes these tools, I'm out a lot of money. These are mostly Craftsman, but I'm out a lot of money if this thing disappears overnight. I've got more money in tools than I probably did in the last pickup truck I bought. Not the one I'm driving now, the one before that. So that's something to think about. But everybody ought to have a big toolbox like this. Doesn't have to be quite this big, doesn't it? But some sort of stationary, easy to get to toolbox. My dad had an old Craftsman box for years. Now I think he's got a Husky, but it's a different color. But I remember, grabbing that, rolling it around the garage, working on cars. It was handy. Put your tap and die sets, all this stuff. You got your work surface here, use it as a workbench. I need to get a stool so that because it's hitting me just at the bottom of my chest. I need to get a stool so I can sit up a little higher and use it as a work surface. But that's something, starting out, you need a travel box, like I was showing you. Get a Craftsman, Cobalt, something like that. One of their 300-piece sets in a nice box that you can put in the trunk of your car. You can put in the floorboard of your truck, something that you can carry around, and that'll be a good start. Make sure it's got metric and standard sockets. Make sure it's got a decent selection of wrenches, etc. Another good set, and I'm probably going to do a review on this, and you're going to laugh when I say it, is Harbor Freight's Pittsburgh 301-piece set. I just bought one not that long ago. They're around $150, I think, regular price. They had them around $100 Black Friday. Few weeks ago, they had them like $110, $120. I didn't catch the Black Friday sale, so I picked one up for that, and I threw that in my truck, and that's my truck box. That red Craftsman box there, the plastic one, is my if my wife or my daughter needs tools box. They don't get into the big box without asking. And you say, well, you're misogynistic, you're this. No. There's a lot of expensive tools in here. There's a lot of things that I want to keep track of, things I don't want to get broke. And people that don't use tools every day will use something for a purpose it's not intended for and can break it. So I want them to ask me so that I can find them the right tool in this box. The other box is not a disposable box, but it's a fairly cheap box, a fairly simple set with just some screwdrivers, ratchets, wrenches, sockets, things like that. If a piece ends up broken or missing out of there, I can replace it pretty easy over here at Ace. Go and buy another replacement tool. I may not be happy about it, but I've got some specialty tools. I've got tap and die sets, things like that. I've seen people open cans with files and chisels. Open paint cans. Don't do that. Use the right tool for the job. Especially don't use something that could get broken and cost you some money. So that's why I do that. Use a pry bar or something for opening a paint can. But, so that's if my wife and daughter needs tools box, I've got my truck box, that Harbor Freight kit. And then I've got my main toolbox right here. And if I lose or misplace tools in one of my smaller boxes, I've got a lot of duplicates in this box. And I can generally find a wrench, a socket, even a ratchet, a screwdriver, throw it in the other box, and move on. So, this is Veteran Outdoorsman. And go out and get you some tools. You need them. God bless y'all. Subscribe, like, hit the bell. I love you. We'll see you later, folks.